Good evening and howdy again, my dear friends. I really appreciate y'all. You have no idea how much. I thoroughly enjoy your comments, and I think I got caught up on comments today. I got kind of overwhelmed for a while, but it looks like I got caught up. I'm going to go back and double check, but I think I have done every one that had been made up until about 30 minutes ago. There may have been some made since then, but I'll double check it. Friends, today, for the first time in probably 4 or 5 months, I watch the news on TV. I've got a big TV hanging on the wall in the living room, and it's hooked up to the internet. It's one of those kind of TVs that's a whole lot smarter than me. I can watch my YouTube channel and anybody else's YouTube channel on it, and goodness, I can find just about anything I want to find on there. Uh, I just I don't watch it. You know, the internet cable fee, whatever it is expensive, and I keep thinking about dropping it, but it's the same company I've got my Wi-Fi through, and I gotta have my Wi-Fi, so I haven't dropped it. I just don't watch TV hardly ever. But anyway, I haven't heard the news in a long, long time. I don't get any kind of newspaper, don't get any magazines now, except what free ones the state of Kansas sends out from the electric company and the gas company, which are pretty interesting. They have some gardening tips and, some interesting stuff like that. But I don't subscribe to any now. I have subscribed to a lot in the past. I just don't now. I get this. Where'd I put it? Oh, it's on the other side of the table. It's a catalog that I get from Christian Books Online or something like that. That's where I buy all of my books, and I enjoy that catalog. I spend a lot of money with them, or I have in the past. But anyway, the news shocked me, and usually news does not shock me. This world, this country, this world is falling apart. It's going flat insane. Listening to the news stories that they were talking about, and the I can't think what to call the newscast people were in shock, and they were the ones reporting it. It's just, our government is insane. They lie. They don't tell the truth at all. They lie about everything. They had a video of some guy, I don't know who he was, trying to catch up with several members of Congress to discuss problems he had, and none of them would talk to him. And they were telling him that they didn't have time to talk to him. And I have, I was very heavy in politics back home for years, for all my life. Since I was in my 20s, I was heavy in politics, and I have had several friends who were congressmen and senators. Uh, One of the presidents was a neighbor of mine for a while before he became president. And, I've known people, even up until a year or two ago, I had friends that were in Congress. And one of them I was trying to reach 2 or 3 weeks ago. And he and I were good friends. And his wife and I are good friends. Whenever he would come back to Texas, when I was still in Texas, for some event, his wife would usually hang out with me because she didn't know most of the people, but he and her both knew me pretty good, and so she would hang out with me and talk, and he would pop over every now and then and say a few words and then go mingle like a politician among everybody else. But he will not talk to me now. He won't return my call. And used to, if I'd call him, I'd always have to leave my name and number, and he would call back pretty promptly. This has been a couple of weeks and he hadn't called back. I don't know if he doesn't want to talk to me now that I'm not in Texas anymore. I don't know what's going on. But it's just, they're totally ignoring their constituents. The people that put them in office, the people that they're supposed to be working for, are being totally ignored. I think they're all bought out now. I really do. And that's sad. But anyway, that's not what I wanted to do this video about. I have a few verses in the first chapter of John that have always, for years, been very special to me, and I kept thinking about sharing them with you, but I was hesitant, but I've got to share them with you. First chapter of John, starting in verse 1. In the beginning was the Word. The Word is talking about Jesus. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So let me read that using the word Jesus. In the beginning was Jesus, and Jesus was with God, and Jesus was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him not anything was made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. There was a man sent out from God whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light, Jesus, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came unto his own, the Jews, and his own received him not. But as many as did receive him, to them he gave power to become the sons of God, even to them who believe on his name. That's me and you, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. Listen to this verse, and this is going to be the last verse. Verse 14. And the Word, Jesus, became flesh and dwelt among us. And we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Those verses are just precious to me, talking about my Jesus. Read them on your own sometime. Let the Holy Spirit work on you as you read them. I think you'll get excited just like me. I run them through my brain probably 50 times a day, maybe more than that. They're just special to me. That's it for today. I laid meat out today to thaw so I could cook for supper, but I'm too tired to cook. So I put it in the fridge and ate a banana, and after a while I'll eat a grapefruit, and I think I got some plums in there. I'll just have a fruit supper today. I love you, friends. God bless you. Thank you so much for everything. We're going to be going home soon. I can feel it. Don't know when, don't know how soon, but I think it's soon, and I'm excited, and I'm happy, and I'm happy to have y'all that I'm going to be seeing in the air before too long also. God bless you, friends. Good night.